Wham! Hee.
Alright, where we left off, I had just killed the beetles on the other side, well, in the Guild Woods. And I'm heading out to start my real training, according to the Guildmaster. Really exciting stuff. Tutorials and games are always, very, very full of excitement. But it's okay. Soon we'll be able to start killing things and killing innocents and making a lot of money doing nefarious deeds and stuff. Yep. Alright, Guildmaster.
Late again? You can put that old stick away. We'll begin training with real weapons now. Get used to the weight of this sword, and let's see if you can hit Whisper with it.
Come on then. Let's see what you've got, farm boy. Oh, lucky.
Come on, lad. Now pay attention. What I'm about to teach you could well save your life one day. The life of a hero is a dangerous one, and you must learn to block your enemy's attacks if you expect to live long. Whisper will try to hit you, but you can block her attacks with your sword. Not all blows can be blocked, but you should be able to handle anything Whisper can throw at you.
You can't stop me every time.
Well done. Now let's see if you can combine attack and defense. Ah, hello, Thunder. Come to check on your sister's progress, have you?
You could say that. Whisper told me you've got her training with some farm boy.
I never liked Thunder.
Maze thinks the boy has great potential.
Enough to keep up with my Whisper. Ha!
Well, why don't we see? Whisper and the boy are just working on their melee skills now. All right, children, let's see who has learnt the most in their training. This will be a no-holds-barred duel, just like your final melee test. Prepare yourselves.
Damn it! How did you stop that?
I wish she could use weapons like Whisper, but no, of course she's gotta have the cool stuff.
What a hit!
That's all wrong, Whisper. You need to practice more. Shame you couldn't see me fight in the arena. You might have learned a thing or two. Keep training if you want to go there yourself one day.
I could have beaten him if you hadn't stopped us.
We have few enough heroes as it is, without the two of you tearing each other apart in training. Speaking of which, meet me as I make my way to the archery range, when you're ready to continue your lessons. Oh, and about your melee performance? Excellent. Fight like that in your melee exam and you'll do well. Then meet me by the archery range to continue your training.
Alright.
Let's continue our training with the bow.
I always loved these archery challenges because they're actually quite, easy. You can get stuff.
To begin with, see if you can hit
stuff's always
3
nice.
stationary targets. And put some effort into it. The longer you pull back your bowstring, the more damage you will cause. But make sure you stay within the circle. Now, lock onto the target. Well
For
done.
the archery challenge, it's
You hit
much
all the
better to do
targets.
free aim rather than
Unfortunately,
locking onto
most
the target.
foes don't stand
That
still.
way you can lead them.
So
make
let's
sure
see
hit
how
them.
you fare against moving targets. You have a minute to score as many points as you can. The front target is worth 1 point, the middle one is worth 3, and the one at the back will score you 9 points. And remember, the longer you pull back your bowstring, the more damage the shot will cause. More damage means more points, but you have to balance power, firing rate, and accuracy. Let's see what you can do.
See how high of a score I can get. I actually don't keep track of my scores across the saves. I probably should.
Keep them coming.
See if I can have a guild apprentice beat a seasoned warrior. That'd be fun. Although, if I keep missing stuff, it'll probably not happen anyway. Yeah, you rarely actually have to hit the one in the back to score high points in any of these challenges. As long as you're just constantly hitting stuff and not missing like I am.
Good shooting. Excellent shooting, my lad. Do that in your skill test and I'll be most impressed. Next, we will learn about the ways of the will. Speak to me when you're ready to continue with your training. I'll be heading to the island by the waterfalls. It's time to learn about will powers. We'll begin by striking these strong dummies with lightning. All right, let's see what you've got. Good. That's it. See how many you can hit in half a minute. Only attack dummies that are facing the center of the island. You won't get any points for hitting one on the back. You will only waste valuable mana. Using your will powers depletes your mana, and once used, it takes time to replenish. Good.
This is like the easiest challenge of them all. I'm not sure if it's intended how they build it, but if you don't lock onto a target, it'll just auto-seek with the lightning. And then you just hold down your mouse, and it will just hit them as they're reloaded.
Excellent use of magic. Well done. Very good, lad. You have learnt the 3 hero disciplines. We can now move on to your final test if you're ready. Or you can spend some more time exploring the guild. I believe Whisper is about to go into the guild woods, if you wish to join her. I hope you're ready. Truly mastering a hero's skills takes years of practice. The boy mastered the skills quickly, but there was always more to learn. For years, the guild was his home, his school, and his life. But as time passed, his thoughts returned always to the world outside, the life he had lost, the family that had been torn from him. At last, only the final day of tests remained. Success would mark the end of his training. He would receive the guild seal and be free to forge his own destiny. He would become a hero. Before you graduate, there is one final test you must complete. Enter the guild woods and go to the log at the top of the hill. The test will be revealed to you there. Good luck.
Alright, well before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead
Your apprentices want to practice. Finish your
do
other
this.
test before you start the melee.
Let me get a few free items.
Finish your other test before you start the melee one.
Oh man. Oh, it's probably because I continue.
Archery grading. You're already doing a test. Finish.
Oh, whatever. The only thing you get from completing those tests and doing well is you get a U crossbow, an iron katana rather than the longsword you currently have, and then the will test you just get a few will potions. So it's not that big of a deal. I don't need these weapons anyway since I'm going to be using magic.
I suppose you're wondering how you pass the final test then. It's simple. You must defeat me. using all you've learnt in your years of training. We'll begin with your sword. Hit me, if you can.
I mean, to be honest, I was never a big fan of crossbows, because they just felt clunky. I always used longbows and everything.
Come
If I were
on!
to use ranged combat.
Very good. Now, shoot me with your bow. Don't get too close. Good. You're quick. Good. You're quick. Excellent. And finally, cast lightning at me.
Yeah, this final test would have been so much more fun if you could actually fight maze.
A good strike. That's enough. Yes, quite impressive for a novice. You will find real battles rather more fatal than this. But you have passed your final test, and you're ready to receive your guild seal from the guild master.
Alrighty. I haven't done this stuff out of order before in several other playthroughs, but I might see if I can still get those items, and if not, it's no big deal, since I'll just sell them anyway for a little bit of gold. But it'd be nice to have a little extra gold for the health potions that aren't available in the harder difficulty.
Well, this is the day, lad. I remember the first night you came to us. And look at you now. Maze's faith in you was well placed. Now come along. The graduation ceremony will take place in the Chamber of Fate, the oldest part of the guild. Let the apprentices approach. For many years now, you have worked hard to earn yourselves the title of hero. Today, that apprenticeship ends and you go out into the world to do great deeds. Deeds that will bring you the gratitude of thousands, or strike fear into their hearts. These are dark times. The shadows of Albion are stirring, and strange winds are blowing. Your choices, whether they lead you down the path of good or evil, will change the face of the world. Now, take your guild seals and venture forth as heroes.
Yay, I'm free. Now I can start wreaking havoc.
It's time for you to leave us, lad. But you're still very much part of the guild. On the map table, you will find details of any quests the people of Albion wish heroes to perform. And you'll need to return often to focus all your experience into new skills. Only by doing this regularly will you advance as a hero. Step into the light, and I'll show you how to do this.
And then of course going right to Will, and I'm going to upgrade my lightning. No, I cannot. That's expensive. But I'll get Fireball. Perfect.
There is little else for me to teach you, but I will always be around to offer you guidance. And your guild seal will allow me to communicate with you at all times. You will also notice it flashing when you have enough experience to spend. I have given you a basic pack of supplies. It'll be enough for a while. Now there's a whole world for you to explore.
Alright. accept this quest, the Wasp Menace, the only one you can really take. And since I'm here, when you get finally done with the tutorial, you get a lamp, which is what you need for this demon door, which is nice for little extra, items and stuff. Especially in this harder difficulty, because you need more. I don't know. It seems like items are harder to come by, which is nice in a sense, though it's not ridiculously easy. But you need everything you can get, or else these quests can actually be quite difficult at times. And we'll go to my equipment. Or I'll talk to him first. Might as well.
Your path is dark. Only a light will reveal it, and you are not bright enough.
Alright. It's literally as simple as it sounds. There it is. Use.
Your path is dark. Only a light. Your path is illuminated. Fancy that. You worked it out.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the lamp off so that way I'm not shining. I don't want to be shiny. I don't want to be shiny. I want to be dark. Alrighty. I'm gonna be a bad guy. Kill things. And stuff. Making friends. Oh, I'd probably just sell that book. Who needs friends? Book of spells. Owl tattoo. Oops. Elixir of life. Actually, that's really great. I forgot that that was in here. Because what the Elixir of Life does is it gives you extra health in your health bar. So you just start the game with a little extra health. For using a lamp that you get for graduating. It's quite nice. Alright. Well, I think this will conclude this episode. In the next one we'll just pick right back up from here, stepping out into the real world, and handling the Wasp Queen, the Wasp Menace. The first quest, which is, really easy. Make sure to like if you like the videos, comment if you're so inclined to do so, and subscribe, because why not, right? It's really easy. You just gotta click a button, and then you don't have to do anything else. Alright. I will catch